everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome back to A Thistle and Thread. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. It is Thursday, June 26th, I believe, and this is my 8th full Flosstube update video. We're at number 8, baby. Let's keep them coming. Since my last Flosstube video, I have gotten a lot of new subscribers, and that's all thanks to Stephanie from Lindy Stitches. She featured my Lindy Stitches like designer spotlight pattern wishlist video in her newsletter, and I had a lot of you guys come over from that, so thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for featuring me in your newsletter. I have just always been such a big fan of you, and that was just something like so kind and selfless that you did not have to do at all, but I really appreciate it. And as a thank you to all of you guys that have come over and have subscribed and started watching my videos from that newsletter, I have a special little surprise at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So in these last like 2 to 3-ish weeks since we've sat down together, talked about the projects I've been working on, basically I've literally gotten my hands on so many different little whips and new starts, but I've also been doing a lot of like outdoor garden things. And if you've seen any of my past vlogs, you'll know I'm like very into vegetable gardening and growing my own food. And we had our like first 2 emergency SOS garden situations. And that was one of my first beef with nature in these last couple weeks. Basically, we've had our first pest issue and everything was looking so good. And the first pest we had a problem with was we went a little crazy with eggplants this year. We had 48 of them planted, and like some are in pots, some are in our garden beds, and woke up, they were covered in holes, like probably half of them, and did some research, found out it was flea beetles. So, you know, I was freaking out. And then I have this, one of the plants that's been doing so well that I've been harvesting off of pretty regularly since I planted it is bok choy, which is like Chinese cabbage. And I have these in these like long rolling planters, and I have 3 in each planter. So I have 6 plants. They were so beautiful, and I watered them one night and I woke up and they were covered in aphids and those little like tunnels on the leaves. I think they're like hornworms or tunnel worms or something like that. So I proceeded to have an SOS emergency freak out. And I luckily I didn't know my husband bought neem oil, but he got a container of neem oil at the start of the season. So I sprayed all my plants, which neem oil, if you don't know, it's like an organic insecticide, fungicide, pesticide. It's like a cold pressed oil. It's all natural. Every organic farm that I worked on, we've used neem oil. So I sprayed everything down, took off the diseased leaves, things that look like really yucky and icky, and sprayed them. And it's looking good right now. I'm optimistic and I have hope. So crossing our fingers that is okay. Please let it be okay, because I was like, why are bugs eating this stuff now? Like, but that's nature. That's what happens. And then my second argument was with nature, which I never expected to happen, was my husband and I go paddling a lot. So I live on a lake, and usually when we like paddle, my husband will be on a paddleboard with our 2-year-old mini Australian Shepherd. She's like 25-ish pounds. And then I'll be in a kayak. And in the Adirondacks, we have a bird, or I guess it's a duck. I don't really know, but it's a loon. So in the Adirondacks, loons are like super prevalent on a lot of our lakes here. They're like our national treasure. Love and adore them. And we have on our lake like a couple different loon families that live here all year, have their babies, always see them. And there was one little loon family that would nest on an island very close to my house, and that island was purchased and they were doing a lot of construction on it, so the loons couldn't nest there, so they had to put up artificial loon nests, like on a little bit farther away, like from the island, like in a different area, just so the loons would have a spot to nest. And I'll add a picture of what they look like. They're honestly really cool. But my husband and I, we were paddling. We were going past the loon nest, but we were nowhere near them. And there has been a loon nesting there. And so, you know, we always keep our distance. And out of nowhere, I was like maybe 100 feet or so away from my husband and my dog in the kayak. And I look over to him, and there is a giant daddy loon screaming, flapping his wings, like going to attack him and my dog on the paddleboard. So I start literally screaming, and then because we're getting nervous that like my dog's gonna fall into the water and this loon's gonna literally like drown my dog. So I'm screaming, I'm like like hitting my paddle in the water trying to distract the loon so it then comes after me so my husband can paddle away as fast as he can, because it's harder to paddle like on a paddleboard than a kayak. So literally this loon, it was a Jaws moment. Like it's so dramatic, but the thing would shoot underwater and then shoot out, flapping its wings and like screaming at me. And I was like screaming and then paddling away as fast as I can. And we got away. Loon wasn't harmed. We weren't harmed. My dog was fine. But it must have lasted like 2 to 3 minutes of us like trying to get away from this loon as it's like actively trying to attack us, like to protect the mom and the baby. And it was so surreal. Like literally all I heard was the Jaws theme song in my head with this loon coming after us, and they are giant birds, and it was scary. And we pull up to our beach and we run inside to tell my mom, oh my God, we got attacked by a loon. She's like, you do realize you're getting freaked out that you were attacked by a duck, right? But it was so scary in the moment. So every time I've heard the loon, like during the day or at night, like squawking, like doing its little call, I'd be like, oh, we're in a fight right now. But I just saw that the loon had its babies. I'll put a picture here. Someone in my town Facebook group posted a picture of the loon with his babies, and now I forgive it. We're made up. We're fine again. And yeah, I'm back to loving loons. I was like so disappointed when it happened because I got this loon cross-stitch piece and I was so excited to make it, but then when we got attacked, I was like, oh my God, now I have loon trauma. And I needed a minute from them. But now that it had its babies and I can see it, it's cute, I understand why it attacked us. And it was just trying to keep its eggs safe. It was being precautious, which I can appreciate. So we're good now. And now I'm gonna stop ranting and I'm gonna get into my projects. Let's start with my finishes. I have one finish, and this was my first finish for the Strawberry Moon Sal, which is hosted by Marjorie Maid. I believe that's her YouTube channel name. I'll link everything down below. And this is the Berry Jam Mill Hill kit, and it is finished. I can just use my hands. I do not need a board for this. So I was stitching this with my friend Tracy, and I'll leave her information down below. We're Instagram friends, and we did this together, and I'm obsessed. I think last time you guys saw this, I just had the cross stitching done, and I was like ready to move on to the beading. And man, oh man, does the beading make it pop. I love it. And I was so scared to like do this little 3-dimensional bow, but it was so easy and so much fun. So if you see any like 3-dimensional things on Mill Hills that kind of intimidate you, don't let it intimidate you, because the instructions are very clear, and it was a breeze. It was awesome. I loved it. I love the color palette of this. I love like the greens with the purples, and then the pinks and the reds. It just looks so good. So this was my first Strawberry Moon Sal completion. I honestly don't know if I'm going to work on another strawberry project, but this was nice for a month-long Sal because it was just a quick and easy little something I can dip my toes into and complete and just have fun. So that was my one and only finish, I believe, but I do have a couple of new starts. So with the Mill Hills, so I do have another smaller Mill Hill new start. This was in my last video because it was like a haul item, and I started the Mill Hill UFO. You might be like, why did you start a UFO? And I started this as a gift for my dad, because my dad loves the show Ancient Aliens. So I was like, I gotta start this for him and give it as a gift. I was gonna give it as a Father's Day gift, but I ended up getting like very sore hands, so I had to like, you know, give myself a couple days break on it. But I made some good progress. I would say I'm like maybe 70-ish% of the way done. So this is what I have so far. So I have like, I believe I have the whole like actual ship done. I just need to like shade over here like with the dark blue and gray on this side, and then do like the little beam and then the beading. So it's so cute. This one's so fun, and this one's very popular right now. I think it's the new, it's like the from the new drop. This is, yeah, 2025. It's one of the new Mill Hill releases, and the little treasure that goes with it is a little moon. That one is a treasure for a lot of different Mill Hill kits. So I don't know, I'm just so excited. And this one has glow in the dark beads, I think. Yeah, I don't think the thread is glow in the dark, but I think the beads are. So I'm excited to make this for him. I'm planning on finishing this like with felt, and then I'm gonna make like a stretchy little beaded loop. I don't have the words today. And I'm going to make this for his car so that he can hang it off of his mirror. And I just think it's so funny and silly. And since I didn't have it done for Father's Day, I did show him it and say I was making it for him, and he got a good laugh that I'm making him a UFO because he watches Ancient Aliens. It's so funny. So that is my small Mill Hill new start, and I do have another Mill Hill start. So this is from the Buttons and Beads collection. So the Buttons and Beads series of Mill Hills, they're larger Mill Hill kits that are typically finished like within a frame, and they're usually like 5.25 by 5.25 inches. And this one is Rainbow Trout. It's a bit of a glare. So this one I am making as a gift as well. This one I'm making for my brother because he's like very into fishing. And I just love this one because I love the colors. I love like the pink and the green. And the treasure in this one is just so adorable. It's a little dragonfly. So this will be my first larger Mill Hill that I've done. I don't have a big start on this. I have like thread everywhere. So this is all I've done so far. So this is basically, I believe, the outline of like the mountains. I don't have enough hands to show this. Yeah, so this is like the outlines of the mountains, and I think some of the sky. So let's see. Yeah. So I just did like that little purple and then some of the clouds and things. And this, I was kind of intimidated to start this because usually like I know projects will have a 2 to 3 inch margin, and I know I want to get the actual frame, like Mill Hill patented or whatever frame that is made to specifically fit these pieces. And I just wanted to make sure I was starting, like, usually I do like a top left start, but I wanted to do a center start to make sure that, you know, it'll be centered. So Mill Hill recommends that you like draw an X on the back of the perforated paper and then you start in the center there. Don't look at my terrible backs. But so that's what I did. I really have never really done that before, but I'm glad I did. I now know I have a center star and it's going to fit in the frame. So really wasn't that bad. I really like this perforated paper color. It's like a light, almost like a robin's egg blue. It's very pretty. And I'm liking this. Again, I haven't really worked on this because this is when I was like going crazy with Mill Hills. And I don't know, sometimes with the perforated paper, my wrists or like my fingers will get a little bit sore because I have to put a little bit more, you know, force to get the thread through. So yeah, I made myself a little bit sore and I had to give myself a couple of days off of those. So that was my other new start. So yeah, I basically finished a Mill Hill, started and almost completed one of the small ornament Mill Hills, and then I started a buttons and beads larger Mill Hill. And if you want to see, I just did like a spring summer Mill Hill series. I'm breaking it up into 2 parts. My first part of the series was focusing on buttons and beads Mill Hills that are great for spring and summer. So if you are interested in them and you want to go check it out, I'll link my video and go watch it, because it took a very long time to film and edit and it burnt me out a little bit. And I needed a couple of days off from filming or even thinking about like content creation stuff. But it was really fun to make and film, and it expanded my wish list a lot. So part 1 of that video series is out now. Go check it out. And that is it for my new starts and my finishes. So let's get into my whips. I have quite a few. I'm going to break this up into like week 1 and week 2. So week 1 was a lot of springish and summery patterns that I wanted to work on. So this first one, let me get my board. Where is my board? Oh, it's right here. I'm very unorganized when I film these. Stuff is just like scattered everywhere. So this pattern I am doing as a stitch long, which it really isn't that much of a stitch long anymore because my friend finished it. And I'm doing this with my friend Stephanie. I will link her Instagram down below. She doesn't have a YouTube, but she has a stitchy Instagram. And we are doing Ducks in a Bow by Sprouting Lupine. It's one of her newest like fun little cottagecore releases. I'll put a full picture of the pattern here, and when I saw it I fell in love with it. She has like one with 3 ducks with some flowers and then one with a singular duck, and we chose to do the singular duck one first. So I'm making progress. I'm completely done with the duck. I did change the color of the cutie duck's bow since I did choose to do a blue fabric, and I'm almost done with this flower plant situation, which is the largest of the 2 plants. So I think the other flower that will go on this side will go down a little bit faster than this one has. And I messed this baby up like a bajillion and 1 times. I had to frog this. I was watching this a lot, or I was stitching this a lot while I was watching Love Island. So I was just getting like way too into the TV show and I wasn't paying attention to the pattern. So yeah, messed this up a lot. We struggled, but we persevered. We're almost done. And I am stitching this on, let me see. This was a fabric that I got from my mom. And this is a 28 count Riviera Aqua linen. So 28 count Riviera Aqua linen. And I've never stitched on a 28 count before, so the weave is very large. So if you struggle to see linen, and like if you're new to linen, 28 count might be nice for you because the holes are big enough where you can really see. But I love the fabric with this, and this duck is so cute. I love sprouting lupine and all of her patterns, so this one has been really fun to work on. But again, these plants, I've just been messing them up a lot. So yeah, I'm almost done. I will have a finish on this one soon. I just really need to sit down and work on it and do it, but it's gonna be so cute. I love it. So if you want to see Stephanie's finish, go check out her Instagram. She chose like the most beautiful Bestitch Me fabric for her duck. So go check her out. She's amazing. I love her. So next I have another sprouting lupine pattern. Not surprised. So this is the Nature's Journey stitch along in, and I am still working on the spring pattern, which is available in the 2025 spring just cross stitch magazine. And I just did a tiny little bit, and I'm sorry I did not iron my fabric, so it's a little crinkly, but that's okay. And I completed the little mushroom motifs, which this was like fun and super quick and easy, and I love it. And I did also have a mess up in the leaf right here, so I did have to pick it out, which I've been like waiting to do. I don't know why I have such a shadow. Let me try to turn my light up like a tiny bit. Yeah, that's better. So I did have to pick out the leaf and like part of the stick, I think. So I did do that, which was kind of a pain, but we're all good now and we're back in business. I thought I would just be like totally obsessed with this pattern and like non-stop working on it, but honestly, I think what's been holding me back is this big long branch. I don't know why it's been like putting me like in a bit of a slog, but it has been. And I think it has been for like a lot of other people. I've seen people like complaining about this like branch on Instagram. So I think that's what's been like making me not want to work on this as much, but it's so beautiful. The finished product is like spectacular, and I'm super excited to stitch. There's like a little bird's nest with cute blue eggs in it, and I'm so excited to get to the summer portion. I think summer is my favorite of the 4-part series, so I need to suck it up and finish this like cherry blossom branch, because there's so many fun motifs in this, and this little branch has just been like holding me back. It's so silly. I'm stitching this on everything called for. So this is Into the Veil 28 count Lugana from Be Stitched Me, and she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. I absolutely love this fabric. It's like a very light greenish blue, and it's all DMC, which is really nice. There are a lot of DMCs called for in this, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I love this pattern. I can't wait to have it done. We just gotta get through that branch. It's like I should really do like every other thread, like work on a motif, work a full thread of that, and then do a full thread of this darn branch. Ugh. It looks so good. I'm just like not drawn to finish that at all, but I do love the pattern. So another whip that I've been actively working on and making good progress with, again, is my palette cleansing whip. That's what I've been naming this one. And this is my Il mio Rifugio Segreto, or My Secret Refuge by Cuore e Batticuore. I love this one. It is just so much fun. It's me in a pattern, little mountain alpine girl right there. And it's just been so much fun to work on. And I've put some good progress on this, I would say. Let's get it on my board. So what I've worked on, so I'll show you, I guess, the full piece and then I'll break it down. So this is what I have done so far. I do have a hanging thread in the bottom. And isn't it not like the cutest thing ever? I love this. I feel like I show this in every single video because it is a project that I actively work on. Typically like at least every week or every other week. And yeah, so I haven't really put in a lot of progress in on the top, but I have put in a lot on the bottom. So let's fold her up and show you. I really need to get a better board than just like a tiny magnet board, but that's okay. So I have worked on her dress. I added her pockets and I added her hearts on the bottom, and I also did her cutie little feet with her little boots. And she's looking fabulous. Her dress is working out very slowly, but it will be done eventually. And then I might have worked a little bit on the cow. I can't quite remember. I know I've at least had some of the cow done before, but its head is still forming. It's still taking shape. She's getting there. And then on the bottom, I started to do the grass. I added her little, what is it called? Obviously, you know what I'm talking about when I do this, right? It's like a little pitchfork scythe kind of thing. It's not a pitchfork. It's more like a scythe, a hoe. I don't know what you would call it. But it's a farming utensil. She has her utensils. And then I started with the little flower, and yeah, she's taking shape. I did start, what did I do? I did start the table, and I worked my way up that table leg, and then I realized I was totally off and had to pick it all out, which was annoying. But it's okay. So doesn't she look so cute? Ugh, I love her. This one's just really good for like fill in, you know, like it's really easy to just like mindlessly fill in her dress, and then when I'm done with that, like work on a different motif. And yeah, I'm just loving her. She's looking so cute with her little blushy cheeks. So yeah, that is my mountain refuge. It's been so much fun to work on. I love it. I can't wait to have this one done and framed. It's just so fun. I love it. So yeah, this is my definite palette cleanser because I don't know, it's just like super mindless to work on, but then it just has so many fun little motifs that it's just like super easy to stitch up. That is one of my favorite whips that I have going. Super fun, and whenever I'm like just like not inspired to work on something else, I will pick that one up and either start a new motif or work on some fill in, and it just, you know, it's really good. I love it. So that was basically like a week to maybe 2 weeks-ish of projects. Now I'm gonna move into my other whips. So I have been like religiously watching the Carolina Stitchers, Joy and Emma Kay. I have been obsessed with them and all of their projects. I'm working through all of their past videos. I think I'm on their like original whip parade, I think. So I think it's like video 10 or 11 or something like that. And I saw that Joy was stitching a Praiseworthy Stitches like Halloween cottage pattern, and when I saw her working on this, it instantly put me in that Halloween stitching mood. I needed that pattern, and what do you know? I was going through one of my old wallets, and God gifted me a $100 gift card that I thought I used that I didn't use, and I immediately went on 123stitch and purchased everything for that pattern, and I did kit up another pattern as well. So you will see all of that haul in one of my next videos. But yes, I've been loving seeing all of their spooky patterns, and they've even been getting me into like Christmas, which Christmas is probably my least favorite thing to stitch, but I am just so excited for Christmas in July now and like all the holiday stitching. So after watching their videos, it's gonna be a little crinkly for a second. I have just been dying to pick up my Halloween stitches, which I was like so not inspired to pick up before because I was like very much in the spring summer mood. But that Praiseworthy Stitches pattern, man, just like made me want all the witchy Halloween things. So I picked up my bit of a glare. I'll try to lower my light now. Still not working. It's okay. I picked up my Halloween Rules pattern by Lizzie Kate. I do have all of the ones in the series, and I am stitching it like this. And I'm obsessed with this pattern. I was being held back from working on this because I made a mistake in the tree right here, and the tombstone was like 3 stitches too high. And I just kind of left it there. I was like, I hate frogging. I'm just putting this project in timeout and waiting for that inspiration. And the inspiration hit me this week, and I picked all of that out and I worked on it. And I'm obsessed. I'm just like in that total spooky mood. And it's literally only June. I mean, I love Halloween. Really, Halloween is like the one season that I can stitch all year long. For me, it's not like a seasonal thing. Like, it's just a lifestyle thing. And yeah, and I'm getting excited because I usually go to Salem in September. So I'm really like getting all my Halloween and witchy projects together and like thinking about the video I want to film there. And oh, I'm just so excited. So I've been working on this one. I do have a hanging thread. Let's try to fold it up a little bit. She's fabulous. I love her. So I did, like I said, pick out the whole entire tree that was under the W and the whole tombstone that was under it. And that took me like 40 minutes maybe. I don't have like a super effective way of picking or frogging things out. I literally just use the scissor and then my needle to pull it through. So if you have any tips, leave them down below of like a quicker way to frog things. But like, I also don't want to rip my fabric. I've heard like seam rippers can be really helpful, but is there a risk of like ripping the linen? Let me know. So I finished the grass, which doesn't she look fabulous? I love it. I love the variegatedness of it. And then I got to work on 2 of the tombstones, and it's just looking so good. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about it. I am obviously stitching, the border is free, so I haven't even worked my way to these like little motifs yet, or like sections. And I've been trying to figure out, I've been like reading the pattern a couple of times to figure out how I place each of these like sections in the border. And I think I just gotta wing it and see, but I don't know, it kind of seems straightforward. I just have to do it and figure it out. So I'm really excited about this one. This one is so super duper fun. I saw this pattern originally on Maggie from Homemade on the Ridge on her YouTube channel, which go check her out. She has a fabulous finish of this. I've talked about it before in my other videos. Go check her out. So she just got me hyped for this project. And then when I got that little re-inspiration spark to pick all this out and work on it, I'm back in business, baby. And I have my cutie little Haunted Mansion needle minder because I needed a little Disney spookiness to go with it. So yeah, that's Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. Amazing. I think I don't know if I'm doing all called for this. I forget what my fabric is. Let me look in my little project bag. Where did I put it? See, we're already a mess here. I might have the tag in here. Hold on. I think it's called for, maybe. Well, the called for fabric, oh no, I don't think I used chestnut linen. I forget what the fabric is. The called for is a 28 count chestnut linen, but I know the called for on this, like the actual little pamphlets you get, is different than the actual called for on her website, I think. So I got one or the other. I can't remember, but I am using all the called for threads. Oh wait, I found a little tag. Let's see, I'm using, oh no, I am using chestnut linen. Sorry, this is probably gonna drive people bonkers how I keep these projects. But yeah, I'm using a 32 count chestnut linen. So maybe on the website that was different than what's on the pamphlet. I can't remember. So 32 count chestnut with all of the lovely fancy flosses. And I think this was my first project that I used fancy floss on. And I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. I think it is amazing. So that is Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. If you want like a really fun, spooky pattern, I would highly recommend this. And I think once I finish this top border, this is gonna go by really fast. I've heard that her stuff stitches up really quickly, so I'm excited about it. So that was my first spooky project that I was inspired to work on after watching the Carolina Stitchers. This is my second one. So this one I broke out last night, and I have not worked on this since I originally showed it like in my, I don't know, second or third video. This is none other than Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. Oh, this one is just like iconic. It's absolutely massive, gigantic, but it's so fun and amazing. So I am working on this square which says we do lie beneath the grass. Oh, this is so fun. So this one is, I don't know if they're not like specifically named, each one. It just says block number 1. So I'm working on block number 1. And we love her. I originally wasn't loving working on this project because 1, it's 40 count. 40 count, I'm still getting used to. This is my second project I have going on 40 count. And I found with the first project, which is a Teresa Kogut Scylla Witches Quaker, I was making a lot of mistakes. So I was a little turned off from working on 40 count with this one. And then the borders, I was just like getting so lost in. So I started to do, it looks a little wavy just because of how I have it in the hoop. But I believe this is like 92 or 93 stitches. Let me turn my light up a little. Like 93 stitches down. So I basically marked every 10 stitches with a heat erasable pen. So that's kind of how I kept track without getting lost in the floss on the fabric, because it's kind of hard for me to see the black floss. And then I started to do the grass a little bit. Well, it's not, I guess it's grass / dirt on the bottom. And then I worked my way like up the little grassy knoll, and I did one line of the spooky scary house. And now that I'm like a little bit more experienced working on linen, my eyes are more adjusted, I can just like see and interpret a little bit more. I'm not hating 40 count, and I'm like learning little tips and tricks along the way to help me keep track when there's like a long line of stitches. So like with the spooky house, like every 10, I would work my way up. So I would do half stitches up, and then the 10th stitch, I would do a full cross, and then like keep working that way, and then work my way down. And that seems to be working right now. So we'll see. But I'm loving it. This is definitely going to be like a multi-year project because the fabric is absolutely gigantic. It's huge. This is going to be a huge piece. And I think I'm doing this on the called for fabric. This is a 40 count Legacy Newcastle linen. And it's huge. This is 26 by 35. And I do think that the called for are like NPI silks. I did not get the silks because this project was already expensive, like kitting it up with the DMCs and the fabric and the pattern. So I just went with the DMCs, and it does say that the model is stitched in DMC. So I was like, I don't need the silk. We'll keep it simple. It's beautiful enough. So yeah, so that's Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. And I'm loving it. It is so much fun. I think the way I'm gonna work this pattern so that I don't get bored. I know a lot of people like do the frames first, so they just work their way through the blocks. I think I'm gonna do like, I'll work piece of a frame, work within the block, and then I can like start whatever frame like is within it, and then I can work within that block, if that makes sense. So I'm almost kind of like jumping around, but I am working in a way that is like continuous. I just might not have like each thing finished before I move on to the next. And I think that'll help me with my momentum. Because I think if I just am like staying within each block to kind of keep it like neater, I don't think that's gonna work for me. I need like a little bit more action and spice. So I'm excited to work on this. I think I'm really excited also to do this one. I don't know, this water one is just like really fun. And of course, that center block is gonna be like absolutely fantastic to work on. Oh, that's so fun. I can't wait. I'm super excited for this. And again, it's gonna be a multi-year project for sure, especially on 40 count because she's big. She's a big piece. So that is all of my projects I've gotten my hands on in these last like 2-3 weeks, right? Yeah, I don't have any other ones. Okay, I had to do a little brief intermission because I had to go run some errands. Now I'm back. It's a little later, around 7 o'clock, and that's all the whips that I worked on and new starts and all the things. So I think there was like 7 or 8 projects that I showed today, which is basically like doubling what I usually do. So that's awesome. I was just like really inspired to get my little fingers on all these fun projects, and I'm loving that I'm in that little spooky spirit, the spooky mood to stitch all my little witchy Halloween patterns. So let's get into haul. I have a tiny little bit of haul. Well, I guess it's not like tiny. I have a couple cross stitch things, and then I have a couple things that I want to share from a craft fair that I recently went to like a week or 2-ish ago, and it's like one of my favorite craft fairs of the year, and I got some fun things that I think you might like. So let's start out with the stitchy fun goodness first. So like I said, I did a Mill Hill spring summer like buttons and beads video, and from that video I found so many different Mill Hill kits that I really wanted to get, so I purchased a couple of them. I got 3 of these on Amazon and 1 from eBay. First kit that I purchased was actually one of the first Mill Hill kits that really drew me to this whole like button and beads collection, and I believe this is a new release. Oh, it's not. So it's from 2022, and that's Aurora Borealis, and I love the scene of this one. I think it is stunning, and I believe it also has glow-in-the-dark beads as well, and I've never seen this one fully stitched. I've never seen this one fully stitched and like glowing, so I'm really excited. And I love the perforated paper. It's like a periwinkle purplish kind of color. So that one's going to be really fun. The treasure, I believe it's like a little star. So cute. I don't want to like open these up and then not have them in their pretty little container. So we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of a glare. So I got that one. The next one I purchased is from the Button and Beads Spring series. And I believe this is 2025. So this is a newer one. And that's Fairy House. And this is just like one of my absolute favorite ones. I've been loving anything, as you'll see, with fairies and frogs. It's my fairy and frog girl summer. So I love it. It has a fairy. It has a cute little cottage. It has mushrooms. I am a mushroom girly. And the little treasure is a little toadstool. So I'm just like so excited to get my hands on this one. And this one's definitely like full coverage. So that'll be fun. But isn't that fairy just like the cutest thing ever? I'm obsessed. Next, like I said, I'm in my fairy and frog era, so I had to get from the spring series Courting Froggies. I just love this one. This one very much reminds me of the Kiss the Girl scene from Little Mermaid. It's so cute. I love it. And the treasure is a little tiny dragonfly. And isn't the color palette just like stunning? I love it. And this is from 2020. There's the little Mill Hill code thing if you want to look it up. But this one's like very easily searchable. And then last but not least, for Mill Hills, I got this one on eBay. And I believe it's still in print, but I found this on eBay for a really cheap price and free shipping. So I was like, say less. And this is Button and Beads Autumn Series Sunflower Garden. Is that sky not like the most beautiful cotton candy sky ever? It's so stunning. I love the dragonflies. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. And look at that cute little treasure. It's a little sunflower. And this one's 2022. It's so cute. I love it. It's even better in person. The picture that was on eBay didn't accurately capture this. So I am so happy with those. So those are my 4 little stitchy goodies that I purchased, and I do have a 1, 2, 3 stitch order coming in. Hopefully that should be in by next week. But now let's get into like the couple little things that I purchased from the craft fair. So let's see, what should I show first? I guess I'll show this bag first. So this has been my everyday bag, and I've been watching so many videos where girls are using the like Land's End or like LL Bean boat totes, and then they get it embroidered. And I found this at a craft fair and I was like, I want to be a cool girl too, but I'm an Adirondack cool girl, and I had to get it with my little loons. Of course, I got this before I was attacked by one, but you know, I don't care. I still love them. So it's so cute. Has 2 little loons, and this bag was their like best seller, and it's for a very good reason. And I love it because it also has the zipper. It's super big, and it's like a really good quality tote. So I'm very excited about that. I also purchased from I call him my basket dealer because I only buy my baskets from him. And he's there every year. So every year I see him, I get a basket. And I was like, show me your new styles this year. And this was a new shape that he had. And I love it. It's like super oval and long. And I really was like, I want to use it as a harvest basket. But then like little crafts just get like, you know, it becomes its new home. So I don't think I'm going to be using it for vegetables, but it's just like the perfect size for like the little Amazon or just like any sort of project bag. And I can fit tons of stuff in here. This is what I transported all of my like projects that I was going to be showing today in here. And it even has like a crochet whip at the bottom of it. So I love this. I've been using this at the beach. I've been using this on the boat. It's just perfect. Every crafty girl needs a basket, in my opinion. It's just like my vibe, I guess. So that is that. And now I'm going to show you literally one of my absolute favorite. These are going to be heirloom pieces of mine. And every year I see this vendor twice a year. I see her at this craft fair, and then she also goes to a craft fair in the town's like Saratoga Springs, it's called, and she does like a Christmas craft show there. And she does needle felted animals, and her shop name is Road Less Traveled. She doesn't have like an actual like website or Instagram or things like that, but she does have a Facebook. So if you want to check out her stuff, because she is seriously one of the most talented artists I've ever seen, and she sells what I'm going to show you at such an amazing price. I truly think she's like underselling, but she just loves creating these things so much, and I have quite the collection because every year I need to get stuff from her. So let me go get them. So like I said, this artist creates needle felted animals, but she creates like the cutest little clothes, and just like she gathers all these fun little props for them. So I'm going to show you this first one. This is the one actually my mom got. So I stole it to show you in this video. And this low key might be one of my favorite ones. And again, these probably aren't for everyone, and it's probably not like everyone's style of decor, but it's mine. So this is Rat Witch, and I'm obsessed with her. So she's very tall. She's probably like a foot tall, and she's on a little glass cauldron. She has a little handmade broom. She's collected like the feathers and things. There's a little Hocus Pocus spell book. Just look at her cute little face. I know my Uncle Rob's watching this, and he's gonna be very jealous of this. I'm sorry I didn't get you one. There was only one, and Mom told me to get it for her. But it's so cute. Look at her little tail. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. So we got Rat Witch. She's adorable. Usually we're not like rat people, we're more mice people, but she was too cute to pass up. Like, look at her little shoes. Let me see. Oh. So everything is literally handmade. She makes her clothes. Her husband does the woodworking pieces on it. She collects like different goodies from craft stores and antique shops and things like that, and it's just totally a one-of-a-kind piece. And like, I think this was less than $100, and it is just so amazing. I love it. Look at her like little ratty hair. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's mine. So that's Rat Witch. And now we're gonna get into the couple that I purchased. So I went a little crazy and I got 4. But this is like literally, I go to this craft fair early. I line up at her booth like an hour early because she opens and sells out like so soon. So I got 4. So now I think I have 4, 5, 6. I think I myself own 9, and then my mom owns quite a few. So let's show you. Okay. Let me get them. Okay, so this one I saw, and I couldn't say no. This one's a little like birthday chick. It's so cute for spring and Easter. I mean, I have her up all year, but she's perfect for that time. And this is like an antique little box. I don't know about the egg, but she is just so cute. And the fabric, I don't know if you can see. I hope it focuses. Yeah, the fabric has little tiny chicks on it. Is she not the cutest thing ever? So this is my little party chick. Again, these are so big. And this was, I don't even remember, less than 100. I love her so much. Like, these are pieces that when people come to our house, and like my family members' houses that they have, like my brother's girlfriend has one that's like a mushroom kind of fairy person. And she says whenever people come over to her house, that's the first thing they comment on and notice are these like little needle felted creatures. And I couldn't agree more. I love them. So that's my little party chick. Next, oh, this was a new design that she had. And when I saw this one, I had to get it. It's a cute deer. Again, she's so beautiful. Look at her face. In her beautiful little outfit, she constructed this little birdhouse. Like, the quality and the craftsmanship is insane. And it's literally like this is massive compared to my head. This was my most expensive one, but she's worth it. She's just so beautiful. I usually try to go in, like, she usually posts on her Facebook page, like, a preview of what she's gonna have. And, you know, I rack my brain and I kind of go into it thinking, oh, I want these animals to add to my collection. And then I see what she has. A deer was not on my list, but when I saw her, I was like, I need her. She's just so wonderful. And eventually we want to have like a full shelf, like a mantelpiece with all of these little critters, because it's just so whimsy. It is so, I don't know, it's just magical. It adds such a whimsical touch. It's just like Brambly House, like, style. I love it. Oh, the next one I have is so cute. And this is Blueberry Bear. Look at its cute little outfit. And I have a teddy bear from my grandma that is literally a bear with like a blueberry basket and things. So this made me think of her. And it's just so perfect. Her whole outfit is handmade. She's completely needle felted. All her clothes, like her little moccasins, these are just like all scavenged in the woods. That's handmade. This she found somewhere. I love it. So now I have a blueberry bear. Let me put it back over here. And this is my last one. So I'm going over here. This one, again, was one of her new designs, and it was not an animal that I even thought I would have up on my shelf. But when I saw him, I had no words. No words. It's a mole. Is he not the cutest thing ever? This is just, in my head, he's very stoic. He's very wise. Like, he's ready to lead a bunch of little animals on a journey or an adventure. People come to him for guidance, and he lights the way for them. Like, isn't it so like Lord of the Rings? Like, it's just like so cute. So that's a little mole. Look at his cute little face with his glasses. I love them. I love them so much. I definitely went a little crazy. But this is literally what I go to this craft fair for, is to collect these works of art, in my opinion. And I am just so happy, and I'm so excited for the Christmas craft fair so I can get a couple more goodies. There was one, because since I bought 4, I was like, I don't need any more. I spent what I budgeted for these guys. But when I went back with my brother and his girlfriend, I saw one. I'll put a picture of it here if I can find it. But it was a like snow owl wearing a backpack. And the backpack was like full of berries. And I literally had to remove myself from the booth because I was like, I'm about to drop like another $100 at this place. Like, take my money. And I literally debated waking up early the next morning because I saw it didn't sell. And I was like, ooh, the second day I can go and get it. But I showed some restraint. Even my husband was like, why don't you go get it? Why don't you go get it? And I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. So maybe come Christmas time, I will find another owl one, but we'll see. So now I have a lovely collection of all of these little animals. and they are just the cutest little things ever. Should I show you my other ones? I've shown them in other videos, but I guess I'll just quickly show them. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna start with my original one. Again, go check out Road Less Traveled on Facebook to check out, even just to watch what she's making. It's so incredible. So this is a little sewing mouse. And this is like a little antique iron. And she's just so adorable and precious. Doesn't she look like an Angeline? Little Angeline mouse. So that was my first one. That started my obsession. Then, what was the next one I got? Then I got this one. This is like a little bee. And when the designer went to France, she actually got these books at a French craft store. So that was like a fun little story. And every time you buy one, like she always tells you the story that she has in her head while she was creating these little creatures. So it's just like so fun to hear it. So it's in a really nice like terracotta pot. It has all these fun little forged objects, and then of course a little bee. So cute. And it's just the craftsmanship from all angles is just like absolutely stunning. Then I got, I think this was my next one. Oh, I actually use this. I'll hold some of my extra needle minders on this. And this is Pancake Bear. Look how adorable with his cute little hat, eating pancakes. And this is I think a vintage maple syrup container. And I do put some of my needle minders on here because it does sit on my desk. And he's adorable. Love him. And then last two of my little collection, I have my cutie little hedgehog. And what is she reading? Froggy would a wooing go, it says. So I think that's what it says. So she's reading a little froggy book. She has a cute little hairstyle. She's in an adorable mug. Her outfit's just iconic. Look at that. Like she's ready to go out. And it has like the felted mushroom too. Amazing. And then last but not least, I had to get him when I saw him. He's so cute. Little fishing otter. Again, little handmade outfit. Look at his cute face. Her husband made this little trout. Is that a trout? I literally am doing, I think it's a rainbow trout. Made this cute little outfit with cute little shoes, and he has a backpack. Anything wearing a backpack, I'm like, oh. So he's so cute. How could I not get him? Look at his little face. Okay, I'm done talking about these. These little critters are literally my prized possessions. I think they are the coolest thing in the whole entire world. I love this collection, and I have even more upstairs because my mom has quite a few of them as well. So it's literally my favorite piece of decor item. Like if I had to keep one piece of decor that I have that's like a silly little trinket, I guess, it would be this. Because I just think they are absolutely stunning. So that's Road Less Traveled on Facebook. Go check her out. She's incredible. That's my haul, and I have all my little critters now sitting next to me. Is that like creepy? I don't care. I don't care. Okay. So that's the haul. As far as people I've been watching, like I said, I've been like absolutely obsessed with watching the Carolina Stitchers. They're amazing. I've like been exclusively only watching them this week because I've just been working through all their videos and they've been so much fun. Other than the Carolina Stitchers, I have been watching a lot of retreat videos. So a lot of people have been putting out their StitchCon like haul and recap and all that stuff. So I'll link all the ones that I've watched down below so you could also check them out. Again, they're all incredible. And I really want to go to StitchCon. Maybe next year. We'll see. My mom and I, we might go. I think it would be really fun. So we might have to like fit that into our schedule somehow or some way. But yeah, so that's all like the stitchy kindness. I'm sorry if this is a little choppy. Again, I had to like stop, run some errands, come back. Was a little discombobulated with where I left off. So hopefully it's all coherent and concise. And you know, every one of these is an adventure and a journey, and I always have to readjust myself to like how to film and like how to film an intro. I feel like the intros and the outros are always like the hardest parts for me, but it's okay. It's super fun. So I wanted, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to give back to all the new fun friends that have joined me on my little YouTube channel and have subscribed, and everyone that's been here since I've started. I know it's only been a couple months, but it has truly been my absolute most favorite thing that I have done over these last couple months. So I just wanted to say thank you by doing a giveaway. So one of my last designer spotlight videos was on no one other than Lindy Stitches, who we all know and love. And I have quite a few Lindy Stitches patterns that I would like to give away to you guys. So I thought maybe I would do like one giveaway per video. And I think I have like 2, 3, 4. I have like 5 things that I want to give away. I have like 4 or 5 patterns and like 1 Mill Hill kit. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 1 per video for the next couple weeks. And I thought it would be really fun to give away one of Lindy Stitch's newest patterns, which is Strawberry Naps. This pattern is absolutely adorable. And it's the Strawberry Moon Salad, Strawberry Moon season for the month of June. So what's better than a little strawberry kitty cat? And this pattern is just so high quality. It is gigantic. It's bigger than my head, and it's one of the physical patterns that totally folds out, and it's one big piece of cardstock, and it is just like my absolute favorite type of physical pattern that there is. So it's incredible, and you're actually able to customize this little kitty cat to your own cat, and she has a bunch of floss suggestions on ways that you can do that. So this is Strawberry Naps by Lindy Stitches. This is going to be this week's giveaway. I'm thinking I'm going to have this open for like 1 to 2 weeks. I will announce the winner of Strawberry Naps in my next Flosstube video. So within the next 1 to 2-ish weeks. Enter to win this pattern. You need to like this video, subscribe to me, Nicole at thistleandthreadyt, and I would love it if you wrote me a comment with the word cat in it, and that'll let me know like, hey, I want to be in this giveaway. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You're amazing for creating these lovely, amazing patterns and for providing them to me. So thank you so much, Stephanie. And I'm so excited to give this away to one of you. So again, I'm going to be having lots of fun giveaways over the next couple weeks. So stick around and maybe you can get your hands on some goodies. I did do one previous giveaway for the Nashville Needlework Market Cookbook. And I'm so glad I was able to give that to one of my lovely friends actually on here, which is Milka Mega Stitches. Go check her out. I will link her down below as well. But yes, thank you guys so much for, being with me. I just truly appreciate it. And these videos are just so much fun for me to make. And I'm glad other people find them entertaining and enjoyable. So I think that is actually it. I think we're done. The other day I did organize like all of my cross stitch stash and whips, and I got a grip and like a little bit of a clue of everything I have going on. like craft wise. So I think I'm gonna be ready to film a like mid-year whip parade. That's probably gonna be my next video, and then maybe I'll do like a current pattern stash type of situation. We'll see. But I will be announcing the giveaway winner for Strawberry Naps in my next full Flosstube video. So that'll be Flosstube number 9, baby. Oh, 9. Oh, I can't believe it's 9 already. I can't wait to stitch this. I also do now own this pattern and it is so cute. I think I'm gonna make this actually I'm gonna have it for my husband because his childhood cat just recently passed away. So I think I'm gonna make it a little, what kind, orange cat in honor of his kitty. So cute, so adorable. So that's it. So if you would like to see more of a real-time kind of look on all the little crafty things I'm working on each day and just like various other things I get up to in my life, go check me out on Instagram if you have one. My handle name is thistleandthread with 2 D's at the end. And if you would like to email me and if you don't have an Instagram and if you just want to talk, say hi, maybe if you want to send me a picture of something that you're working on that you're really excited about, I would absolutely love to see it, would love to talk, love to email. And my email is thistleandthreadyt@gmail.com. Send me a picture of something that you're working on and you would like me to share it in my video. I would absolutely love to, because I love to spread the love, give other people lots of fun, creative inspiration. So again, you can share those and say you're cool with it being in a video and me sharing. And if not, again, that's totally okay. We can just talk and converse about it. But yeah, that's it. Now I have to literally put away all these whips and all these little critters. It's all joy and fun here, all joy and fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being with me here today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.